Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Korudo here again. Now I'm going to do a July pickups video. And the purpose of this is not to say, oh, I'm so awesome, look at all the new stuff I got. But rather, see, I got a lot of inspiration from watching other collection videos. And I found out about a lot of games that I normally would not have checked out. And so I hope that people can benefit from that with my video. So anyway, let's start with the Nintendo 64 games. Paper Mario. I heard a lot of good things about this, being pretty much the only decent RPG on the Nintendo 64. And yeah, I really like it. I think it's really nice. I like that there are no random encounters in this. Rather, you walk up to an enemy, you can even easily do a preemptive strike. And I like how you're really involved with the battles. It's a lot of fun. The new Tetris. I have actually never heard of this game until I saw Silver Mongoose's Nintendo 64 Buyer's Guide. And yeah, it certainly is a great version of Tetris. This one in particular, you can fight against the computer and there's just a bunch of different modes to play. And it's a very good Tetris overall. And no, you do not have to use the analog stick. You can use the D-pad for this. WCW NWO World Tour. I actually got this game way back in the day, and this is nothing but nostalgia right here. There are plenty of other better wrestling games, but this one just has its charm because of nostalgic value. And I remember one of the boss wrestlers actually was just a boxer, and that was pretty wacky. I enjoyed that. Forsaken 64, or Forsaken, I actually remember reading about this in GamePro years and years and years ago. But I never looked into it, and I saw it for a couple bucks, and I figured I'd give it a shot. This is basically a first-person shooter, but you're in some kind of flying mech thing, and the controls are really interesting. You use the D-pad to scale through weapons, you use the analog stick to move, A to go forward, B to go backward, and the C buttons to strafe. It's pretty unique, and it's a pretty interesting game. I like it so far. Gauntlet Legends? I like the Gauntlet games, and this one in particular, along with two other games, I got this from my roommate for $5 for all three games. And yeah, it's pretty enjoyable, I'd say. NFL Blitz 2000. Now, I normally don't like sports games, but for some reason, the NFL Blitz games are just awesome. Maybe it's because I can go around and just jump on people after the play is over. It's ridiculous, arcade-esque fun. In fact, this was an arcade game, so I enjoy it. Perfect Dark. This is a game I got from my roommate, and it's a lot like GoldenEye. In fact, it's basically the spiritual successor to it because of licensing issues. But I tried to get GoldenEye from him as well, but he wouldn't let it go. That's okay, this is a great game. Now into the Super Nintendo games. Okay, I had to. Shaq Fu, just because it was $1. This is a really crappy fighting game, but I got it just because it's funny, and it was $1, so whatever. Tetris Attack, yet another Tetris. Yeah, I got this one for relatively cheap, and it's basically just Tetris with some new puzzle elements. I honestly haven't gotten around to playing it that much, but yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. This, in my opinion, is the best Donkey Kong Country game. Number 1 was pretty good, number 3 was but I think this one had the best level design, and overall the game was just very, very good. Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. Oh, I love Battletoads. I have ever since the NES, and I've been looking for this game forever, and I finally got around to getting it. And I just happened to see it in the store, a local trade-in store, and yeah, definitely one of the best Battletoads games of all time. Mega Man Soccer. As a gamer who loves Mega Man, I could not pass this up. I played this way back in the day, and it's still fun even to this day. Basically, if you enjoy realistic sports games, NFL Blitz and Mega Man Soccer are not for you, but if you like just wacky, zany fun that happens to be a sports game, kind of like the Mario sports games, this is for you. And especially if you like Mega Man. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Now, I would not have ever found out about this game if it wasn't for collection videos. I saw a lot of things about it, and a lot of people said good things about it, and I figured I'd pick it up. And when I saw this in the box at just a resale shop for about $5, I couldn't pass it up. Honestly, I haven't gotten around to playing it much, but I definitely am looking forward to it. Now we're on to just a few odds and ends. Streets of Rage, in the box, complete. I got this at a flea market they were trying to sell it for $10. I managed to haggle it down to $7. $7 in the box for a classic Genesis game. It's awesome. Foxanadu or Faxanadu, and man, this is one of those things where I saw it cheap in a store, and I wanted to do something like I did in the 90s. The cover art looked cool, it looked like it would be good, but man, this game sucks. It's an old-style RPG for the NES, and it's just proof that Nintendo would license pretty much anything. The overworld is like an RPG, but the gameplay is similar to Zelda 2, but not nearly as good. I kind of regret getting this game, but it was about $2.50, so I can't complain too much. Okay, now we're moving on to the disc-based games I picked up. I found Loco Roco 2. It's near my desk. Go figure. Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII for PSP. I got this free from my friend Sophie, and that was just so nice of her. She just gave me the game. I was like, oh, yes, Crisis Core, that's awesome. She said, you can have it. What? Well, how much? No, nothing. So, I played through this entire game, and wow, this is definitely a great prequel. Honestly, if this would have just come out and the Advent Children and Dirge of Cerberus and Before Crises hadn't have happened, I would have been fine. Because this is just an excellent prequel. It's ideal. Very fun to play as well. Crazy Taxi 2. What I like about this game is the fact that you can do everything you can at Crazy Taxi, but you can jump and you can pick up more than one customer at a time. It's a really great game. Mega Man X7. I gotta get my Mega Man fix. Come on. You know, I remember people gave this game a lot of crap, and I did as well back in the day, but once I played it again, I'm like, you know, this isn't actually that bad. I mean, the 3D elements are kind of rough around the edges, but overall, I appreciate them for trying something new. And I definitely like the inclusion of the new character, Axel. Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. I love playing Paper Mario so far, and it definitely inspired me to pick this up, because people are saying this is one of their favorite RPGs. And I really enjoy Paper Mario, and I'm sure this is just as good, if not better. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. And I got the bongo controller. This is basically a platformer with bongos. It's not really so much a rhythm-based game. I mean, it is a little bit, but it's mostly a platformer, and it's just a blast to play. I love it. Just, so much fun. Now for the rest of the peripherals, I got another NES 2 top-loader controller, because mine only came with one. The GameCube to Game Boy Advance controller connector. I definitely want to play my Game Boy Advance games on a TV, and so using this in conjunction with the Game Boy player sounds like a lot of fun. And also, I definitely want to play Crystal Chronicles co-op. And this thingy, it was really just $3, but this thing is a lifesaver. Here, I'll show you. You take your Game Boy Advance SP, you clip it into the back, voila, you have a grip. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, that's it for my collection update. I accumulated a lot more than I thought I would over the past month. Anyway, as of this moment, I am now on hiatus. So, for those of you who enjoy my videos, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. And I'll still be making content, but I'm not going to have internet for a little while because I'm moving. So, I'll have stuff for you guys whenever I can. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.